Hello, my name is Geoffrey Semaganda, and I would like to take this opportunity and invite you to come and spend 4 hours with me in Stratford for the Holiday Inn Express between 1 o'clock and 5:30. And I want you to come on time, because what we're going to do on the day is to talk about the strategies, the opportunities that we have exist here to become the best you can become, create multiple streams of income, and learn how to let money work for you instead of you working for money. You see, you're watching this either we met at the convention, the Ugandan convention that I hosted. I hosted this one this year, which happened on the 15th of September, but also the one last year. But you see, what happened last year, people were introduced to opportunities in Uganda and East Africa that got excited, but they did nothing. Some did, but some didn't. I'm hoping you don't want to do the same thing again. You're watching this because either you saw one of my leaflets on the day that asked you to come and register for this workshop for free, so that we can go and put a plan of action just for you to make sure next year you don't become another convention you can come and attend, but you come with maybe some success stories you've been achieved, or you have achieved, or you actually have a plan of action you're going to use. You see, for those of us who live in the West, meaning the US or Europe, we have access to all the money we need to become successful investors. All the skills we need, knowledge we need, people we need, networks we need, technologies we need, and the opportunities we need to access everything we need to become successful investor. And we have it here. We just need to access them to start doing what we're supposed to do. We can't afford to live here physically, but mentally we live as if we are people who live in Africa. We have access to everything. Now I want to challenge you on the day. Come. It will be simple, friendly, simple strategy, practical ideas that you can actually apply to either start now or start later. You see, we live in a country where the interest rate from the bank could be as low as 3%. The interest rate in Africa could be as high as 30% from African banks. We have access to more. You see, I've met people here in this country who owns a high purchase car, meaning they buy a car on finance, but they can use the same principle to buy a manufacturing equipment or something that makes something that you can take at home, create 20 jobs, and those 20 jobs will feed almost 200 people. It will be a turnkey business where you don't have to be on the ground to make sure it works, because it's a machinery. At the same time, it will give you maybe £2,000–3,000 a month in income, and you can use that money to buy yourself a car. You see, every day you buy a car, the value goes down on a daily basis. But in business, the value goes up, and you can do it month in, month out, year in, year out, and you can build a serious, successful future. I'll give you some basic principle strategies you can use now, strategies you can use later, and strategies you can plan for a few years from now. But I do know that we need to send more than money at home. We need to look at what we have right now in terms of skills, knowledge, networks, and finance to become a successful investor. If you came on the day of the convention, you would have noticed that some investors who actually insisted to meet the First Lady, the Speaker of the House, the business leaders, because they came and they were looking for something and specifically they got it. And they were asking, what are the incentives that have been given to them in order for them to send and invest in Uganda as to any other markets. We have to do the same thing, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. So don't miss this. Come. I usually charge for these events, but this one is completely free. We're going to work together. It's a small number. It's just not going to be many, small number. It's almost a specific plan just for you. And I'll share with you enough. You see, I've made enough mistakes, and also I've seen enough successes. So come, spend time with me between 1 o'clock to 5. Come early at the Holiday Express in Stratford. And until then, bring a friend if you have to. If you have a son who is a teenager, bring him along. Because even if you don't want to do it for you, do it for them. They're going to face a very different future than you and me are facing right now. Until then, I hope to see you there. You take care. God bless. Register now. Bye-bye.